Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on the Let's Play series. Hopefully you are all having a fantastic day, but as you guys can see we now have armor trims going on here. And also I have decorated our storage system room. The item frames that you will see are indeed labeled. So every one of them has a name. But sadly it doesn't last forever. I did indeed put in the item elevator as well, but in this episode I want to get the building that's going to cover up this ugliness. And yes, once again there's copper everywhere, so let me just mine all of this. Pretty sure this is how we started the last episode. Final block, I think. Looks like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a bunch of spruce logs, and we're gonna go ahead and show you how big this will be. So this should be a quick little start to show you guys. Yeah, so that is kind of like the front section, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get the whole thing in. So I have the basic shape of this thing done now, and yeah, this is giving you sort of an idea of the scale. But when I add the roofs, which I'm finna do, it's gonna look way cooler. So for the roof, I'm going up around about, so hopefully I'm doing this correct. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and 3, then 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, and then we're gonna go up another 2 and then a 1, just like that. So if I did it wrong, this will not line up. So should it be 1 and then now 2 and then now 1? Okay, something's wrong. Okay, so we have the roofs on those top layers and it's already looking pretty great. Let me add that one. Alright, now this will give us an idea of what the build is going to be looking like. So now I'm going to have to go ahead. And the best part about this is my storage system. So everything I need should indeed be here. But we're going to get some stone. Now we're just going to go ahead and fill in this whole wall right here. So once we go ahead and do that, we now have 2 flat walls. But if we want to continue this build, we are actually going to have to build about 10 farms. Now that does not mean you need to freak out, because it is not a complicated farm. We're just going to build 10 more of these, and we're going to dye them gray, because in that build design we have gray wool. But for now we have to make our way over here and into here. Now what I mean by it is a part of the build is it's what we're going to be using to help texture the build. And adding a little bit of cobblestone up there, we get this. Now we're actually going to need we're going to be needing some of this copper. So now why I need this copper is in the middle of this wall. We're going to go around about 5 blocks. Just like that. Then we're going to do about another 3 on the sides. Then we're going to get some oak. Placing that all the way around just like that. Placing some stairs down here. Now we're actually going to place 2 more. Then we're going to get our buttons in, and then we have something like that. You guys get where I'm going with this? But now that we have this, let's go ahead and let's go build 10 wool farms. Now for this, we're actually going to need some room in the farming area, so we have some terraforming to do. Oh wait, sorry, you're still here? Oh, my bad. So everything that I should need is in my redstone box and in this box. So as you can see, the farm works. The sheep will eat the grass in there. The observer will see that. It will power this redstone up here. Whoops. And then it will power this, which shears him, which gets picked up by the minecart, which goes into the chest. So that means the first thing that we're going to do is get a hopper going into all the chests. Then we're going to be placing a rail and a hopper minecart on all of these. Just like this. And as you can tell in the design, I add glass around the minecart. And you can still open the chest. That's so that the minecart doesn't move around. Okay, so I have that on every layer now. So I do believe it is time to indeed add the grass. So for the grass, what we're going to be doing is kind of like a T sign, just like this, on every one. So then what we're going to do is place an observer going into that grass block. Then we're going to go ahead, come back over here, get our wool block. We're then going to place our wool up here. Then we're going to get on top of this thing, place a dispenser just like this, and then redstone dust. Just like that, that. Now I'm going to do this on all of these. So now after adding glass on the top layers, all we need to do is get sheep in every one of these, and then we're going to dye them gray, because that is the block that we need for our base. So I'm going to make a little fence that I can start breeding all kinds of sheep into. So maybe this will be good. Give me my axe, please. Now we're going to make it a 2 wide fence, because why not? Coming back to our beautiful base over here, I am going to be using some of this wheat. Thank you, sirs. I need you, mister, and I need your friend. Do you have a friend? Do you? Maybe? There's no way that you're lonely. I got a call from the top of this mountain from 2 sheep that want to be slaves, so come on. Okay, I guess he doesn't really. Oh, yes, he does. Gonna make y'all's way to prison. I meant they're gonna have a great life. Almost there. Keep on coming this way. Okay, now make babies. I was gonna say I should have dyed these guys before I bred them, but turns out that that's the exact color I want. So I just noticed I need some white dye. So if we come over here, we have some bone meal. Just like this. So if I combine these, we get light gray dye. This is the color I actually need. So while I have to wait for the sheep, what I'm going to be doing is making a lot of shears, because I have to fill up almost every single one of these with about 3. I'm only going to be putting 3 in each one, so shouldn't take too much iron. I mean, we have plenty, as you can see. So lots of breeding later, we're almost out of wheat, and we have a lot of sheep. So that should be enough to fill all these up. So just like that, we should be pretty much done with this area. I'm going to leave this junk chest here. I might just put the bed over here or something. But we have sheep in every one of these. A bunch of guys got out, but most of these should be working. So one of them is so far. That one is working. We just have to wait for them to eat the grass, and then it works. So there we go. So now I'm just going to AFK at this thing for a little while, and then we can go back to building. Little bit of AFKing later, and let's see what we got. So from the white sheep, that ain't what we need. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, this is already enough. Okay, this one doesn't have that much. But let's get building. Ooh, super fast time lapse, future me. How's it going, everybody? So the reason I did this time lapse like this is because replay mod has not really been working out for me. So What I'm doing here is just adding some texture. We did run out of spruce wood. This is me decorating it here. But yeah, this is how I might start doing time lapses, and yeah, so let's get back to the video. Okay, so a little bit of building later, and now this is what it's like with two sides. I'm finna go ahead and build up this doorway. Okay, so this should be the front, looking pretty cool now. I'm finna fix that archway real quick, but yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the top section now. If you guys are wondering, I did not forget about this area. I actually am planning out some builds for this area and over there, but I started gathering some materials as well. These are just junk chests. Yeah, we're still working on this, just in a different episode. But I did go ahead and get a stone wall all the way around this thing. We ran out of stone, so I had to go get some more. But I'm gonna keep on building. Just like this. This is all I do now. So apparently I got the time lapse to work here, and we're just doing all of the walls, and I do not texture it quite yet. At some point I do start working on the very top layer, but I do go all the way around, and I luckily had enough stone to do this. Here I go on the top layer, but I sadly do run out of stone here. But yeah, other than that, let's go ahead. Let's get back to the video. So now I'm just adding some stuff to the front of the building here. Just like that. So now we can go down. I need to place this upside down stair there. Upside down stair there. Boom, just like that. So now let's take a fly and check it out. Yes. So now let's get the kind of like the roofs done. So I'm actually going to be needing some dark oak wood, if I have any of that. We're going to need some more than that. I actually have a very sorted chest here that does have the saplings. So I'm just going to mine around about 3 of these. Also going to be using spruce for this, and we're actually going to be turning them into these. So same thing for, so we have the dark oak and the spruce. Whoops. So perfect. So what I want to do here is texture. We're also going to be using spruce for this, and we're actually going to be turning them into these. So same thing for, so we have the dark oak and the spruce. Whoops. So perfect. So what I want to do here is texture it just like we did on the bottom with the stone, except for we're going to be using wood for this. So we're going to have it go from darker stripped. I need some building blocks here. So something just like that. I missed a block. Did I actually make that? So now I'm just going to fill this one in and then texture it. Look at this thing turning out pretty great. I'm thinking that it's looking very, very good. Now I'm going to start working on the roof technically, which is, you guys should know me by now. I love the armor trim, but we are using deep slate tiles, of course. The reason I say that is because just look at this. That already looks better. Okay, so the roof is coming along pretty great, if I had to say something. And it's looking pretty good. Now, I'm going to be using the new blocks for the roof, Tough Bricks. I just think it looks very, very nice. I just really love the gray texture. Now, somehow I already ran out of Tough Bricks. But that is what it's looking like, and this is, well, it's looking good, and this is what our storage area is going to be looking like, guys, for probably, most likely the whole world. I know I did say that about that storage system, but this thing is way better. It has way better area here. This is a shulker box unloader, technically, and it's just way prettier. It supports way more items. Like, here's all my shulker boxes. You can have different chests. It's amazing. Wow, that is a lot of cobbled deep slate. If you guys are wondering how the shulker box thing works, now it is not automatic quite yet, but you put that there, it'll take all the items, it'll sort it as you can hear, and then you just break that, and then it'll go into here. So once it goes into there, I'll get it and manually put it back. So there is some manual stuff going on here, but let's go mine some tough. Now, secretly, if you guys did not know, if you mine right here, wow, there's a secret right there, as you can see. And yeah, I'm just gonna mine some tough down here, if I can find any. Oh, well, this is andesite. I might have to go lower in the world. Back to where I've been getting all of my deep slate. As you can see, there is some tough. So I'm just going to go ahead and get as much of this stuff as I can. So yeah, but other than that, I'm probably just going to do this on a stream or off camera mode, because yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. We did a good amount in this episode. We have 10 wool farms now, and a very nice entrance to our sorting system, and a build to support it. But hopefully you guys all enjoyed this episode. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you are new. Make sure you guys hit the like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a fantastic rest of your day.